What up, bases? We're out here fixing to do a little work to the car. We got some new plugs, which I got Iridium. They're AC Delco GM original part. I've had platinums in here, but the guy said that I'm supposed to be running these, so we're gonna see. And I got that random misfire. That's the only thing that's wrong. I know the engine looks crappy, but this car set for a long time and whatever. And I've cleaned it the best I could, and lately it's been a little dusty. So, but if it ain't the spark plugs, which I think that's what it is because the exhaust had that big hole in it. Now I got a new one. It could be the coil packs because there's 4 coil packs, and I can get all 4, I think, for like 64 off Amazon or something. That'll be the next step. Let's check the plugs first. And I got some new wipers because these old wipers here, I think one of them split over on the other side. And I've only had them for like a year or so, but that winter took a toll on them. See, it's split right there. So Mongo is out here doing things. He just sold his Volvo. He's getting a Honda generator engine to put on it, on that golf cart he's got. That's gonna be a nice quiet engine. But yeah, we're out here messing around real quick before we gotta eat tonight. So just want to come in here. I got a lot of things I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm gonna be doing to the build. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back after I get these plugs in. All right, guys, I got the old ones out. I've already got 2 back into the new ones. I'll show you one of the new ones first. AC Delco. All right, that's them. I'll show you the worst plug. Look at this one, it's black. The tips burn off of it. See, it doesn't have no tip for the firing. I think all the tips are off. Like if you look at these ones, see the pointy tip? Definitely fouled out. Here's another one. That was probably the best one, but the tips fried off of it too. This thing got hot when that exhaust was messed up in the O2 sensors. That was like a red, it like burnt to death. They won't even get black, it's so burnt. So let me finish putting these in and see if that makes a difference. If it don't, I can easily replace these coil packs. They just unplug right here, and I can buy 4 new ones. And maybe need to do the map sensor or whatever. But I think these spark plugs are gonna make a big difference. We're gonna talk about a different amp that I'm gonna be getting in a few days. 6Ks, probably been getting rid of those. We're gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna be redesigning the 4th order. As long as I got the time to do it, I definitely want to, because I don't think the space is right. I want it where you can see the cones on the sub. We'll be talking about that. So let me finish doing this and putting these wiper blades on, and I'll be right back, dudes. Crazy Cook's thirsty. I'm a thirsty boy. Is that some good water, bud? He's crazy. He's crazy. That's my boy. All right, that worked. I'll show you how it runs here in a minute. It sounds pretty good. I haven't took it real far because my dog's out and he started running after me. He always does. If I can't ever find him, all I can do is jump in my car and he'll come from wherever he is hiding and he'll come chasing me down. So he's still out in the field hanging out. So I'm gonna let him be out for a little while. But yeah, I got the old blades off. Look, see this one, like I was showing you guys earlier, ripped. I've had them on there. I bought them brand new when I first got the car a couple years ago. I was thinking it wasn't that long ago, but actually it's been a while. You can see how they're just not doing the job. I got some brand new Rain X's, so these should do it. Take these out, put them on, a little comparison. These wouldn't even say Rain X on them. So yeah, it's gonna be a big improvement, dudes. I need something, going up to Indiana in about 3 weeks or so for Slamology. Last time I left out of here, I got on I-75, and I-75 is like 2 lanes when you leave from here over by Mount Vernon. And the road, I don't know if they fixed it since then, but they were in a construction lot place. There's a lot of potholes. And this car, it needs a new suspension on it so it sways, and it's so tiny, dudes. Like, this car's so tiny. And you got 18 wheelers that just ain't slowing down. And it started pouring down rain, dudes, where I couldn't hardly see. And the windshield wipers, this is the ones I just took off, were on there, and they wasn't that great then. And I was scared because I couldn't hardly see in this car. You know, I ain't got no back window that I can look out of. I only got the side mirrors. So, yeah, dudes. So I ended up pulling off as soon as I could. But I want to make sure this time that I got good blades on and everything. I'm trying to make sure the car's totally safe to make it up there. Because I can't afford to tow it up there. And I'm going to be redesigning this within the next couple weeks. At least I'm going to try to. I know I can do it. I got the plan. I just got to put it into action. I got to get all this other stuff done, though. And we got that other amp we'll talk about here in a second. Let me finish doing these wipers. Stay tuned. The Bass Junkie 2020. All right, you see it here on the directions. It says small J hook, large J hook, or small pin. I got the large J hook. So you have to clip the old pin out of it. That's what comes on it. And then you got to snap the new ones that comes with it, this bigger one. And then you slide them on and click it in. So that's what I had to do. It took me a minute to figure it out because I don't think I had to do that with these. I think these just fit. These require universal. Probably some cheap brand. I think I got them from like Advanced Auto. But these Rain-X ones, they should really do the trick. So we're gonna get a test here right now because I got a little bit of washer fluid I think left in my cylinders in the chamber. If not, I got a water hose. I need to get new headlights too. They're easy to pop in and out. I'm doing one thing at a time. I'm getting it back together though, guys. The paint job I ain't worried about because it's gonna eventually be Raptor lined. So hell yeah. So let's give her a test. Let's see how she sounds. Let's drive her down the road. Let's do the whole thing. All right, let's go ahead and test the wipers out. Oh yeah, way better. Yeah, it's taking all the streaks away and everything, look. That's what I'm talking about, because before it was leaving streaks afterwards. I need to clean the inside of this windshield. This whole car needs clean. I've been driving to work the last couple weeks and really haven't had time to clean it, so. All right, guys, changing those spark plugs made a hell of a difference. So, I mean, it's better, but there's still some kind of little random misfire here and there. I mean, I got a lot, like 100% more power than I had because those plugs were pretty fouled out. Damn, these seat covers are just falling apart. AutoZone for you. But anyway, yeah, so it'll sputter every now and then when I'm going because I just test over it down the road. And, you know, it's probably one of those coil packs is bad because of everything else. It probably chain reaction. So I'll just buy 4 new coil packs for it next. But this car's came a long way since a couple weeks ago. It was loud as hell. It was crazy loud. The exhaust was leaking so bad. I got brand new O2 sensors, brand new catalytic converter, flex pipe. They put new clamps, new hangers on it. I don't know if we can see from here, but they did a good job. You can't, it's hard to really tell from here, but they did a really great job on it. And they didn't charge me a hell of a lot. I'll be going back to them. So it's really quiet. It's running decent enough to make it up in Indiana now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get those coil packs. I might have to even have the dealership run a diagnostic test, pay them $150 as it's running to see what's really doing it. But I'm gonna have it right. And now we'll talk about what I got coming and what I'm gonna be attempting to do. See this part where the kill mat is in here? That's the sealed part. All right, it's only 3 cubes. It's not a lot of space for these subs. You know what I mean? And up top's only 6.6 cubes, which they require like 4 1/4 cubes a piece. So it should be like a 9 cube ported area. But I just didn't have the space. There is a part of the top of the top of the box that I didn't utilize because we built it outside the car, and to get it through these door openings. These doors open, they're suicide doors. But for me and Ray to get it through the door opening, we had to reduce the size of the box. So we should have built it in the car, which that's why I want to totally rebuild this one day. But for now, what I'm thinking of doing is cutting the inside baffle out. It's a double baffled. Just cut that out. Keep the whole box as it is. Come from here, maybe from here to there up, but at a 45-degree angle. That way I have that whole corner space, and I can have the subs facing like this with the, instead of the motors, I'll have the cones, and you can see the cones on them and the surrounds, and they'll be facing you like that. Then I'll have it'll be like a 45, you know, in front of it, and I can just put a trim around it so you can see in. I'll have the lights in it, and it'll use the cabin more as a port. That way they'll get more air and they'll be cooling down a lot more. I think it's going to be looking badass, and I think it'll sound badass, but I'm not for sure. I'm going to do a little more research on it and before I, you know, tear this down. But as it is right now, everybody sees it, says, oh, it's a lot smaller in real life than it is, you know, when you're looking on video, you know. So yeah, so it gets hot at this time of year. It's been in the 90s and stuff, high 80s. So the subs have been getting hot, and that could be, you know, I had just threw the amp in here and I hadn't really set it right or none of that. And I'm not even gonna mess with it because I'm taking those out, which I'm gonna, oh shoot. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna be selling the two Sundown 6Ks. So I'm gonna sell that one, and this one works. They both work. I mean, this one works. The other one just has the power supply MOSFETs, I think, got a little burnt. I've never really tried hooking it back up after it went in Protect. I had them strapped, and the bass knob was shorting out, and it wasn't giving enough signal all the time, and then sometimes it would, but most of the time it wasn't, and I set it high because of that, and when it did kick in, it was throwing too much power, too much voltage from the head unit to it, because I got RCA bass knob. Anyway, I got to get that one repaired. So instead of me worrying about all that, because I don't got time or none of that, never. AmpLab did call me back. I didn't know if it was a telemarketer, because it was a random number in the middle of the day when I was working. So I didn't accept the call. I thought I always hang up on telemarketers. And he texted me and he said, I was returning your call. It's AmpLab, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I hit him back. I told him I'd holler at him, but where you at to talk? Anyway, AmpLab's the one that repaired it in the first place. Same with this one. So whoever buys them, I'm going to do like a package deal. Have this one that works, this one that's in my car, this 6K, and the one that's in my room that needs repaired. And I'll work up some kind of deal and put them on Facebook Marketplace. I might even trade both of them for like 90 amp hours of C-Max. But I want them built. I don't want to have to build it or put balancers. I want it already built. So I might trade both this one and the one that needs repaired, both amps, for 90 amp hours of C-Max. So the amp I'm going to be getting, dudes, I ain't going to tell you what it is because it was going to be a surprise. It's going to equal two of these 6K strapped. So, and also I got the DS18 mids. I want to try to build something, either a stunt wall like I was talking about, or I might incorporate them in the new 4th order design I want to do. But they're definitely going to be going in the car. I have that 6-channel, and I'm only using 4 of the channels on it. Tony sent me some mystery surprise gift too, so he said it's going to go with those DS18 mid-range, so we're going to see what that is. So subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up, dude. Things are starting to get epic. I haven't been this excited about doing this in a long time, guys. You know, I just been all the bad weather and hurry up and go to work and do this and that, and you know, and dealing with all this other stuff. I finally got the car where it's halfway decent, where I can drive it long distance again. We're going to be redoing the build itself. That's exciting. I can't wait. What I'm getting, I'm going to have to keep the gain down a little bit. I'm going to get to the threshold of these X15s to where they were with both of these 6K strapped, which was windy as hell. And if I can do that, it's going to be real efficient, but I need more lithium. That's why I'm willing to trade the two SCV 6Ks for 90 amp hours of lithium, C-Max or something equivalent. Anyway, just stay tuned. Later on this week, I'll be getting that stuff in, and you know, I'm gonna do an unboxing. It's brand new too, dude, this amp. we'll be checking it out, and probably next weekend we'll put it in and stuff. And we're going to start tearing on this thing and tearing the old wood out the front. We're not going to tear the whole fourth order out. I ain't got time to do all that. It's only like 3.5 weeks till Slammology. So we're going to be tearing all that out and redesigning it, try to redesign it like I was talking about, because I think that's going to be really good. I'm gonna test it. If it ain't, then I'll keep the old port, and I can always just pull it back like it was. But it gets hot that way, so I think the way I'm going to do it is going to be awesome. So anyway, got to get going. I'm going to go ahead and play Pump That Bass, the song that I put on for you guys earlier today. It's one of my favorite songs. Got a little old school with new school vibe to it with Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to jam to that real quick. We do a real quick demo before I get in the house and eat my hamburgers and get ready for tomorrow for work. So stay tuned. Things are going to be epic. We're going to be going to Slammology. We're getting things together on here on Bass Junkie 2020 Light.
A few moments later.
Yeah, we're all here. Yeah, it's a better baby. Yeah. What it do like? Look at what it is. Outside, but we take it if you want. Yeah, hey, what you know about dreams from Japan? Had me with the brand on the scene, with the plans and the steam, and the steam with the plans also. And the steam got a beam also, don't go no there. The shoes out there, you don't want that clear. Get it clear like a mirror. That's why you girl was scared. She's been electric to tell you it's fear. Fear, I like the shit. You see that on the check, this nigga to my ears. That's